Now you are building community through lawyer.com, and you guys are the forefront of qualified lead generation, doing a good job of serving all the law firms. I mean, you grew the company from just you.
Yeah, about 200 team members right now.
Talk about the AI intake, voice intake. How are you using it now? Where do you think it's going?
We say that AI, forget changing every month. Every day you go on, there's a new product. We've got a great business, we've got a great team. We've got to figure out how to pivot and pivot fast so that we're really leading the AI charge. We've built 4 or 5 of our own AI platforms that are handling intake first, and then we'll kind of off-ramp to a live human.
Welcome to this episode of Bourbon of Proof, where we interview those who have been both successful at law and life. And today we are very honored to have on the guru of marketing, intake, and everything, Miss Colleen Joyce, straight in from the East Coast.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for having me, guys. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and of course we have our esteemed co-host. We're actually filming in his clubhouse. This is Mauro's clubhouse. You can tell from the claw marks on the door.
Yeah, it says, instead of stay out, it says stay in.
Yes, with an extra lock.
Yes.
So when we first met, Mauro and I are both wearing tiger suits.
Yes.
So I wore this tiger thing for you today.
I love it. You really stood out.
You wore that at our very abbreviated trip to Coachella this year.
Yeah, Mauro and I went to Coachella.
How was it?
We lasted a few hours. We're like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we had 3-day tickets and we were there for 3 hours
Okay.
total. Yeah, wasn't really our jam.
So we always start up with a pour. We know you
Okay.
love the champagne. So Mauro, can you do the honors of the pop?
Oh my gosh, hold
Pop
on.
it.
Please don't.
Usually they do this for you at the strip club, you know?
Need help?
God.
Whoa!
Oh, that scared me.
So this is just,
we're drinking it on ice?
that's for
wow.
her. We're Mauro and I will be purists. We don't.
On
Okay.
ice, man, that's like
We're making it work.
frat style.
Colleen she came to the house last night. She had some Moet.
Yes. Love our champagne.
And we're going to start Mauro and I off with a bourbon pour.
Nice thing is Bob's wife will drink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No problem.
No problem.
She's from Pittsburgh, just
Okay.
like Bob.
Irish girl
So,
from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, no, she's not a problem.
So this is the one I selected for you, Penelope,
Awesome.
my daughter's name, as well as you are friends with the maker of this fine
Yes.
bourbon whiskey.
Childhood friends with both the guys who started it. They're amazing, and it's been so cool to see how much their company's grown.
Finished in French oak, it says on there.
Yes, in
I've
French
never heard of Penelope.
So, champagne, the French oak finish.
Yes,
This is one
love
called the
that.
Architect. It's 104 proof, so we're
Is it kinda
52%. I've never had this one. I also
I hear this one's really good.
the toasted rye is my favorite one that they do.
All right.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
cheers,
Thank
my
you, guys.
To street lawyers and street justice.
Very smooth. I think it's the French
Oh, yeah.
oak mellows it out.
Oh, wow. When we were on vacation was actually Mauro's honeymoon.
Lovely.
we went
Where
on-
were you?
We went from Iceland to Cyprus through London at some point.
We went to
That's
London.
quite a journey.
We could fire and ice.
Okay, love that.
Cyprus was cool. I mean, I never would have thought of going there, but Bob's like, let's go to Cyprus. I was
Yeah.
like, where is it? And it's by Syria.
Yeah.
It's a weird island, but it was awesome.
So the reason I bring up the French doors and remind me of the story
French door story. Jesus.
is while we were in Cyprus, at the end of the trip, his wife was really mad at him one morning. Like, wouldn't talk to him at breakfast. Like, Alex, what's going
When
on?
is she not mad at me?
She's like, Mauro was in the middle of the night and he woke up and he was like, bring on the French whores. And I was like,
It's a nightmare, obviously.
yeah. And I was like, Al, he actually was talking about building you a house and he was talking about beautiful French doors.
French doors.
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
doors.
French doors. So,
Doors.
Everyone loves French doors.
Yeah.
yeah. So Colleen, for those of you that are watching or listening that don't know you, you have one of your companies called lawyer.com,
Yep.
which everybody knows now. Mauro is actually one of the original emails, mauro@lawyer.com.
Fantastic email. I mean, really.
I had that
I
for,
mean-
well, I had it like for 20 years then.
Yeah.
But the single name at lawyer.com has to be extremely rare now.
Extremely. So our parent company started a company back in the 90s called mail.com. And what mail.com did was provide vanity email addresses. So Mauro was lucky enough to be one of the first at lawyer.com.
Mauro getting a van.
I also had Mauro at teacher.com, but We're not going to talk about what kind of lessons I was giving.
We also own teacher.com.
Really?
Yes, I had that email too. Can you reactivate that one? I might have some old students in there.
Oh my God. Mauro at teacher.com.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do for you.
So, I mean, you grew the company from just you. What are you, 200-ish?
Yeah, about 200 team members right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and so you probably don't know a lot about the intake that they do as well. It's like probably first in class, but can you walk our listeners and viewers through kind of what lawyer.com, what it was?
Sure.
And what it is today?
Totally. So we threw up a directory, right? 2012. We thought the internet wanted to be free because at that time it really did. And then all of a sudden, lawyers started calling and I knew nothing. I was just in a room and the lawyer would be like, hey, how do I get a listing? I'm like, I'll figure it out, right? That's just like our motto. Sure, we'll do it. And then the consumer started to call and say, hey, listen, I need a lawyer. My most famous story is that an American couple calls when the Costa Concordia cruise ship is sinking in Italy, 2012, same time. And they are like, I didn't know what to do. I called lawyer.com because I need a lawyer. And I was like,
wow.
I had no idea about anything then. So I was like, oh, okay, well, like here, you can go Google somebody, right? Had no idea the power of the brand and then that connection. So then at that point, it was like, okay, we've got to take that person and then match it with the best lawyer. And that's kind of how we started our matching system.
Wow.
That was
And I
the
got no
cruise
credit
ship
for that.
where the captain abandoned ship and then they put him in jail because he was supposed to go down with the ship, but the captain said, fuck that, I'm out of here. And he took off.
He did not see Titanic.
And they put him in jail
for
abandoning ship with the cruise ship passengers on the ship. That's not a good captain. You got to go down with the ship.
You got to go down with the ship. But for us, it was great because it was like, wow, okay, we have this amazing brand. Now we got to figure out how to grow into it. And that's what we've kind of spent the last time is, you know, in a room full of huge, huge companies with massive backings. We were like, okay, very scrappy, very new to the scene. And like, we're a tech company. How are we going to play with the big boys, so to speak?
And you were New York based at this time? Is your
Jersey based? Yep.
Wow. But how did, I mean, so what is it, the 200 people now, like, what does it look like for lawyer.com now that you saw the evolution of, hey, we got to find consumers their lawyer? So
we would start giving lawyers cases. Hey, listen, Bob, we got a great, you know, dinosaur bite case. If you were playing around with AI this morning. But then what we realized is that lawyers weren't necessarily really great at answering the phone and follow-up. So that's when we started our own call and intake center. So our call and intake center is really salespeople that are ready to take that call and convert them into cases. So a big part of our team is our front lines. And that's truly what they are. They're the first voice of lawyer.com. And they're also the first voice of these law firms that we answer calls for.
Are they U.S. or are they offshore?
Only U.S. Only the best for you guys.
But where is it going to sit? Like we were talking about the AI intake, voice intake. I mean, how are you using it now? Where do you think it's going?
Sure. So right now it's live people. And about 2 years ago, we sat down and we said, okay, we see the writing on the wall. We've got a great business. We've got a great team. We've got to figure out how to pivot and pivot fast so that we're really leading the AI charge. So we've built 4 or 5 of our own AI platforms that are handling intake first, and then we'll kind of off-ramp to a live human, which is important.
Yeah, it's the only way
We need both.
Yeah, because I think if you're doing with the AI intake, either voice or chat, you have a transcript.
Totally.
And you're not, I mean, how many times have you had at your firm, Mauro, that like your intake folks are doing a bad job or they had a bad day or they got a good case, they got called in and they just took it out the back door to a friend.
Might have happened at my place. It might have happened.
You actually runs a tight ship.
Do you?
Oh, yes. The people in my office, my CO at my office and the pre-lit manager, they both came from other PI firms. They've been with me for years now, and they both worked at other firms, other PI firms, much bigger firms than mine and smaller firms, whatever. And they both are they're shocked at what I'm involved in and the amount of engagement that I have actually in my firm in the smallest details. They can't believe it, but they're like, most lawyers that they've ever worked for and stuff won't even talk to anybody, let alone get real deep into the.
And is it that you want to?
I roll in the mud.
And you want to optimize it, or are you kind of there cheerleading them on, saying, "Okay, let's try this"?
I'm a quarterback. You know?
Okay.
I'm like Bob. I'm a director.
Okay.
I'm a director, whereas I was friends with an owner of the Lakers, Jerry Buss. His business card used to say governor.
Really? That's what it said, governor?
Lakers governor was his name. I have one of his cards someplace. He was a buddy of mine. So yeah, I'm governor at my office. So I'm kind of just oversee everything.
I like it. Okay. How active are you? Are you there often or?
I do like to play golf, and so I play a lot of golf and I vacation a lot. I just got back from Hawaii yesterday.
How was it? Oh, yesterday. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I'm going to the Bahamas next week. So yeah, when I'm around, yeah.
He's very involved.
I'm very involved when I'm around, yes.
Yeah, but you do everything virtually.
I can do it.
Because Colleen likes to travel. We were talking, so let's plan our next vacation. All right. So we spent a month in Spain last year. Mauro and I didn't miss a beat doing our expert depositions with our firm. And you've traveled. Did you ever hear her story of how she had to go to, was it one of the islands in Greece to track down?
We did. So maybe 8-9 years ago, we decided we wanted a celebrity spokesperson. So we thought that Lindsay Lohan would be a great candidate.
No, we used to see her in that old nightclub, Joseph's. It was a Monday night thing.
Yeah.
That piece of shit club up here on that big white, it was like a big white building. Actually, it was supposed to be like a Greek, nightclub. I used to see Britney Spears there.
Oh, how was that?
She was higher than the fucking Empire State Building.
My brother Brad would always weasel his way in. So we would walk over, he's just hanging out with her, and like Nikki Hilton was there for no reason. We're like, Brad, we got to go. It's time to go.
We're living on the wrong coast here. A lot's going on around here.
So she went out last night, Manhattan Beach, and we're done by 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
That's late in Manhattan Beach.
Is it?
They roll up the sidewalks at like 8:30.
But we started dinner at 4:30.
Yeah, yesterday one of my friends called me and said, do you want to go to dinner tomorrow? Yeah. What time? I said, 5:30?
Yeah.
5:30 sound good? It's like, man, I could definitely qualify for the senior plate at Denny's, the 4:30 dinner for the discount.
I like to catch happy hour then into dinner if you want.
Then you catch the buzz, and then you're in bed early, and then you feel great the next day.
Oh, the best. Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Mark, you do a second pour for us. What did you bring for us?
So this one is Puncher's Chance, which is a really good bourbon company. They have lots of specialty stuff. They don't have just regular stuff. They have different barrel-aged ones, different French barrel, stuff like that. This one is a 14-year in Jamaican rum cask. So Jamaican rum and bourbon sounds pretty good, right?
It does.
And it's 14 years, so Puncher's Chance. This is called Left Cross. Bob, I've always thought of myself as having a Puncher's Chance.
I agree.
And
that's what did you just get this one so I can make jokes about Mauro Jamaican me crazy?
Yeah.
Can you drink that?
Jokes. Okay. Can you drink that? You can't chug champagne, dude. That's not how it works.
I can.
Oh, she's from Long Island. Yeah, sure. You're good.
Yeah. Didn't you see Jerseylicious? You can drink anything.
You mean Jersey Shore?
No, I love Jerseylicious.
This is really good. I didn't cheers you. Sorry.
The show about the hairstylists in Jersey. I'm born and raised right here in Los Angeles, so I don't know shit about the East Coast.
Yeah.
I just know that I'd go see. I'm a Cardinals fan. Obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
So Cardinals play in New York, I would go to the games and I would take the train and get off in Secaucus.
Yes, lovely place.
So I'd get off in Secaucus, and then they had a bus that would take you to the Met Stadium out there.
Oh my God, that's so far.
Whatever. So I would go to Secaucus, but I don't know. The only thing I know about Jersey is Jersey Shore and Jerseylicious, which was my two.
I think that sums it up right there.
Yeah.
So obviously you want to
really hot brunettes with too much makeup, and
those are the tans. They're the tanning beds.
So hot brunettes with a lot of makeup and really tight clothes. And then just dudes that are complete douchebags.
Isn't that how everyone dresses?
Yeah.
Not out here.
Gym Tan Laundry, right? Right? Gym Tan Laundry.
GTL.
Well, hey, cheers, Bob, to the Puncher's Chance. We got to give it to her still.
I'll try it. It's okay.
Oh, God. Oh, try it. All right, here we go.
Cheers.
That is so good.
It's under 100 proof, too, so it's only 48-ish% alcohol.
That's so strong.
This is
not as strong as this Penelope, by the way.
Really?
But I think running a true traditional startup starting in 2012.
Yeah.
From 0 to 200. We're all startups. We start our law firms. It's all startup, and lawyers forget that when you start your law firm, it's a startup business.
Yeah.
So
it's that mentality that I feel like it's changed though a lot. I feel like guys like you have really changed the narrative that a traditional law firm isn't what it was. You can kind of treat a law firm like a business. Like you said, you had a COO. You really should, right?
I've evolved a lot in how I practice. I've been practicing a long time, and when I started, it was a totally different business, totally different model. No one did any type of, I practiced for a short period of time without even internet access.
Yeah.
I started practicing in the 90s.
Okay.
So a long fucking time ago, we used to send faxes and shit.
What's that?
Yeah. So I remember
People still ask for a fax.
Really?
I was in a fantasy football league with Bob and his friends. They kicked me out. They couldn't deal with me. Bob's friends kicked me out of the league. They did a Zoom call for during the draft. And I had the camera on, and in my office, I was sending a fax, and they could see me sending the fax, and they were making fun of me, like, who sends faxes and stuff, like I was some kind of asshole. But yeah, some people still want a fax, right?
So you weren't allowed back in the league?
No, and then there's those guys.
You okay with it?
Yeah, I'm fine. I think once in a while when I venture down to Manhattan Beach, those guys will be like hanging around. And Bob will say, "Oh, that's the guy from the league or whatever," but they shunned me.
Yeah, well, they're lost.
They never heard my kind of insults. That's what it is.
They weren't ready for this. When you met Mauro for the first time in Orlando, he just comes in like guns blazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I never really changed.
Speaking of evolving, he devolved. So, Colleen, tell us the story of how you had to go out. You wanted the face of lawyer.com, celebrity face.
Sure.
How this happened.
So we hooked up with her manager. Real lucky to do so. And he's like, "Hey, listen, can you get on a flight to Mykonos in 2 days?" I was like, "Hi, American Express. How do I get to Mykonos?"
Sure.
So 3 flights later.
What year is this around?
2015, 14? They all blend. 16? I have no idea.
Everything from 2020 when the pandemic started till now is blended for me. I've lost track of
Yeah, as it should be. We didn't age either, so just 1 year.
All right, so you go to Mykonos, what happens?
Go to Mykonos.
Well, how did you get there? Like, did it take a long time? Because it's
I
last
think
minute.
I went with one of my colleagues. We flew to London. Then we took a cab to London City Airport and then direct to Mykonos.
No.
Highly recommend. Have you guys been to Mykonos?
I've been to a lot of Greek islands, but not that one.
It's amazing. So we go to meet her at Namos, which is like one of the big famous beach clubs there, sitting there drinking my €30 glass of champagne. And that was
cheap?
like, yeah, right? Well, again, this was 9 years ago. And she came down, we met her. She was fantastic, so nice. Spent the next 2 days taking us all around the island, exploring all the different like nightclubs. And then we were able to kind of like start a connection. And that's a huge part of, as you guys know, doing any kind of deal. It's just making sure you can
did you go in with like a deal, like term sheet?
No.
Or anything like this, just setting a meeting?
Nope, it was just like, hey, listen, can we work together?
Wow.
And we're big fans of that. Like, let's just look each other in the eyes and hey, do we like how this feels? Yes or no? And then.
See, a lot of people lose sight of this. Like when you get into a partnership or something, you should be comfortable with them as a human being.
Yeah.
Sit down with them. Have a few drinks, right? And see, are they cool or not?
But the problem is post-COVID, so many people just want to do everything virtually. No way. You lose everything.
Yeah, there's some conveniences that came out of doing stuff virtually. But yeah, I still like the human connection, It's
well, that's what makes this show so successful, right? Because you're actually sitting down with people in person. If you did it virtually, would it have that same? Yeah.
We had a legal tech lawyer from Australia reach out recently, and she wanted to be on the show, but she wanted to do it virtually. We're like, not interested.
Yeah.
Like it's a different dynamic.
Or you guys could go to Australia.
That's what I said.
Right.
Can you imagine Mauro down under?
I would bring a koala bear back in my suitcase.
Do you know that a high percentage of koalas have syphilis?
Really?
So they would fit right in with you.
Syphilis.
They're very aggressive.
That's just an itch, man. It's not syphilis. You see a doctor and get rid of it, as they say.
You should tell the koalas that.
So, did you ever see the movie The Jerk?
Of course.
With Steve Martin?
See, I knew he was going to do a Caribbean jerk joke for the Jamaican.
I
knew it was going to go there.
In the jerk, when Steve Martin, he's white, but he's raised by a black family. So he said his dad gave him like 3 pieces of advice and that he always lived his life by. One was see a doctor and get rid of it.
So when we went to Coachella, we just went home and just drank whiskey with our wives, and they weren't drinking whiskey. Although his wife was, I think she was.
My wife drinks whiskey. That's her preferred drink.
Yeah. And we were just watching old Chappelle shows.
That's so funny.
For like 4 hours.
Yeah, just watching Chappelle show for hours. It was ridiculous. That was, you know what? We didn't have our kids. We didn't have to drive. We had a driver. We were chilling at my house out there. It was a hell of a weekend. But yeah, the Coachella part didn't really work out for us. It was that's for young kids.
Yeah, and it was hot too, right?
Oh, hot and everything.
So whenever you bring in like a face like Lindsay Lohan,
Yeah.
I mean, how does that work? She's technically the face of the brand.
Did she do commercials and stuff
Yeah,
for
we
you?
did commercials.
Lawyer.com is just about helping people. From getting a DUI, let's not pretend like I didn't get one, or 2, or 3, or some others.
We operate like a startup. We're very, very scrappy, and we just kind of wing things, right?
Build.
Here are 10 ideas.
I like when you say build and sell.
Build it and then sell it.
Your little quib things,
Yeah.
like they're so good. Each one, you had like 4 of them. One was
So,
build
you
and
know,
sell.
I'm interested in the intake part of your business. So let's say I'm a law firm here in LA and I don't have anyone doing intake. Or I might have one person or something. So I can outsource my intake to you guys?
Yeah, so we kind of become an extension of your firm. Because a lot of lawyers, and again, we work with lawyers nationwide, every practice area. And PI is a little different because there's a lot of money in PI and a lot of PE. Like there's just a lot of money concentrated in personal injury. But you also have to think there's so many other practice areas that are run by solo, like true solo and small firms that don't have the resources to take on an intake department. And they're answering the phones, doing the cases all by themselves. And obviously that's not...
When we started our firms, it's the same thing. We were the receptionist, the file clerk, trying to
You have to be.
And
But that should take it out. So with the AI voice intake, which is getting so good and accurate, my thought process is everyone's going to have it. You should have somebody with enough recorded calls. They have probably millions of fucking minutes of recorded calls to be able to dial it in so well that if they call your firm, they're so good, they know what you like. They send them to you, and your team doesn't waste time about an FBI microchip in my neck. I got to sue the government calls.
The tinfoil.
No, I have a client. I have a current client that has a really good case, but I mean, he calls me 3 days a week saying that Halle Berry's his girlfriend, and that she has stolen over $200,000 from him because she needed it for a surgery, but she didn't go through her insurance because she didn't want everyone to know she was sick, so he had to pay for the surgery.
Oh my God.
And now he says that he needs his money back and that she won't send it back to him. And I said, and you should see this guy. He's like a hermit. He lives like under a bridge in Seattle, but he thinks Halle Berry's his girlfriend. Like, really? And these people are nuts, man.
But the thing is, if you use AI for that example, right? You could, his name is John, right? We'll just make it up. So John gets his own AI agent that he can then call and talk to, because all the consumer wants is to be heard, right? So much time is spent with like your existing clients asking for updates, which rightfully so, I understand. But at the end of the day, they just want to be heard. So if you use AI so that John can call and he could talk for days to the AI.
And all those transcripts are
live into your phone.
Yep. Go right into your case
Not
management
giving
system.
any legal advice, but just saying, hey, John, I understand. Just letting him talk. And then that's saving a human and, more importantly, money.
It's good for therapists.
So do you guys do the, like, I know that, I mean, I have my own intake department and we handle it ourselves. So, but I know there's some, exactly. I know there's some firms that outsource it, and basically you guys screen them and then get them signed, and you guys just deliver the retainer.
Totally. Yeah.
That's what you guys do?
100%. Yeah, we'll do everything. We do call handling, which is okay, when this call comes in, do that, and then all the way through sign retainers.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's,
they know your
time
criteria.
saver.
It is, and then you just you do your thing after that.
We also know best of breed. We're doing about intake for about 800 law firms. So we'll come and tell you, okay, well, you think you know what you're doing, but here's a suggestion on how to do it better. And then you can see the improvements in your conversion rates.
Yeah, and it's funny that
we're going to now travel together, and now we're just going to be able to have automated intake.
Where are we going?
I know, I hear about these things from because I just I don't even know how it works. But, I stumble into things, and next thing you know, I'm friends with, like, people that are running these big firms. And, like, I'm real good friends with this guy. I'll tell you his name off camera. And I hang out with him all the time.
Yeah.
And he tells me all this stuff, and I was like, wow, man. Like, he runs a big giant firm.
Yeah.
And me and him, he's a lot older than me, but like we're kindred spirits, I would say. Like he even says, when I hang out with this guy, he tells me, man, I'm glad I met you. Because I never met anyone who's just like me. You like all the same stuff.
That's
it's
awesome.
Like, it's amazing. But he's a lot older than me, but I really like the guy a lot. But he tells me about these crazy things he does, because he runs a gigantic law firm.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, man, his technology is so out of this world, that the big firms are up to.
Yeah. You're talking about Bob?
No.
Hey, me.
I really thought we were painting that picture.
No, it's crazy. But yeah, so I happen to be friends with a lot of these guys, and they tell me how they do stuff.
You don't even know. So one company that you own part of, Whippy, they're doing that.
Yeah, I know. I talked to Dave. David's in Argentina right now.
With his tech stack.
He has his backroom support stuff is in Argentina. Which is weird, because most of them are like in Latin American.
There's a lot.
There's a lot in Argentina.
The super like poor countries. Argentina is more of a higher level of living.
The benefit with Argentina is that they're very, very well educated.
Yeah.
And up until recently, they had a very terrible economy. So a lot of U.S. companies would come in and get the tech resources. And then things are changing now there, so that may shift what's happening. But it's a great tech resource. Yeah,
because I know a lot of my friends that have employees like in Honduras, Nicaragua, El Salvador, like the more poor countries. But Argentina's not really like that. Their economy is shitty, but they're highly educated and like more.
They also have a very like poetic Spanish. Like it's very
beautiful.
Easy to understand. And
so Whippy AI is a company that I actually helped them develop their software.
What does it do?
It's mostly like a text platform.
I got updates because I use it as well. As I'm sitting here, people were talking to the AI chatbot through Whippy, so I can see the updates.
It's like an AI chatbot, but it's mostly through SMS and it's for mostly it's used by like pharmacies, doctors, and employment agencies that like have thousands of people like that are signed up to be temporary employees.
Yep.
That's like their big area it's used by employment agencies.
Do you have an application for law?
There is. I mean,
they're big into law, so they're doing the voice one now, which I haven't listened to theirs yet, but they integrate directly with. They send everything into Clio, my case management system, so we get those real time things through the chat. But they're doing it with voice right now.
That's nice.
And I told her, like Lottie Girl last year, with some of the big VCs there, and they asked me like, "What's the most disruptive space next?" And I said, "Intake."
Yeah,
like
100%.
It's 6 months from now. It'll look completely different, and every single lawyer, whether you're a solo or big, will be using AI voice intake. It'll be a lot less expensive, and we can compete. We
were talking about that earlier. There's we as a community, right, have to understand what is the best to back, and then how do we all benefit from that? And that's a huge part of, I know, what you guys lean into with attorney shares, having that community.
Yeah, it's just that, for me, who I'm not real tech savvy and stuff, I go to conferences, big conferences, small conferences, and now these days there's all these companies with all this AI shit.
Yeah.
And I listen to them because, why not? I'm there anyway. There's only so much horsing around I can do. So I listen to him because I'm known as the swag master.
Okay.
So he does. I don't mind. Gets for his kids too.
Yeah.
I take all kinds of swag from conferences.
Okay.
I feel bad just taking it and running, so I actually listen to their shit.
Love that.
I listen to their pitch and stuff before I fill my bag up with stuff. So like I give it to my kids. They love it. Like I show up and it's like.
Right.
I like those, what's his name? Chart Squad has those little robots that you wind up. Oh, my kids love those. I bring them every time. And stuff. So, and I use Chart Squad, so I don't mind stealing their robots.
Right.
But I listen to these pitches from these AI companies that claim they do everything, all this. And then I ask Bob, hey, do you know about this company? He's like, he's like, yeah, that's a piece of shit. Doesn't work. I was like, okay, good. So
but you got to try everything.
Just try it. I was like,
but Bob knows which ones work and which ones don't.
Here's the thing: if you do with these cases, like you know your case cold. I said, put it into their AI, and then you know it so well. Ask it to do things that it should know.
Right.
And it won't. But I just took another pour too. I did another one here. Come on, easy. This is our first episode of the day.
Take it easy. We're
gonna be out doing 20 of these.
It's almost noon.
It's like 3:00 for us, so
you're good.
We're good.
We're probably on the same time schedule.
Yes, I know.
Because we go to bed at like 8
I like when you're like dinner at 4. I'm like, yep, that's fantastic.
So you're staying in Manhattan Beach?
Yes, it was lovely. Walked to the beach.
Did you go out to dinner last night?
Yes.
Where'd you go?
We went to Arthur J. You've been there with us.
I love
Steakhouse.
Arthur
Yeah, it was
Best.
fantastic.
One of the guys there, he'll be on the show later today. He's in New York. He's like, this is like the best steak I've ever had.
Yeah, it was good.
Is Steak and Whiskey still in Manhattan Beach, or are they closed
It
down?
is, but
Still
they
there?
went to a different, like almost like a southern type menu, which I mean, the whiskey's great, but
Yeah, Arthur
know
J
I
is
like
good. I like that place.
yeah. So
And then you got to go. What's that one? The Sunset House, or the one that's
Strand House.
Strand
The one
House.
big- yeah, big
the one that's right on the water. That's
Oh,
where you
love
gotta
it. Yeah, it was beautiful this morning.
Strand House is the spot. And the Kettle, is Kettle still there?
kettles
Oh, I walked by that this morning.
24/7 still.
I used to live in Manhattan Beach 30 years ago.
Okay. How it's changed.
For like a year and a half, I lived there when I was in law school with my buddy. Then we couldn't afford it, and our rent was like $800, and we were splitting it, and we couldn't afford it. I mean, we were fucking starving, so we had to move out and move into a cheaper apartment. It was like $500.
Yeah.
But we lived there, and we used to go to the Kettle all the time. It was like a 24-hour diner in Manhattan Beach.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's still open 24 hours.
We DoorDash all the time from there. Kids love like their chicken and their whatever cauliflower bites. So I mean, we're gonna plan our next trip.
Yep, cool.
So she has a 5-year-old. So her 5-year-old daughter fits right in the mix with our kids. They're the exact same
Perfect.
age areas.
So where do you guys like to go?
I like to go where there's not too much humidity.
Okay.
But it's really like I like beach towns where we can also take historical excursions.
Totally.
Right. So I do like Greece is so one island
Yeah.
I like Crete is on my list because
Yeah.
you can do a lot of different things. But with kids, it's like it's far.
Yeah.
It's too long.
flight.
Flights. Because you're in New Jersey, so it's different
So
for you.
easy
It takes
for
us
us.
5 hours.
We
Yeah.
love,
Spain's my
me
favorite.
and Bob love Europe.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Europe in the summer is fucking hot.
No
and
AC.
It's humid.
Yeah.
And AC is kind of a luxury. So Europe is blazing in the summer, which most people don't really understand that.
Yeah.
They don't spend a lot of time in Europe. You go to Europe, it's fucking hot in the summertime.
Well, so I
But
was
it's
talking.
okay. I mean, you get used to it.
Yeah.
But I like going to Europe a lot.
I was talking to Christy last night because I said, "Have you guys done Dubai yet?" Because
I've been to Dubai.
while it's still hot, they just air condition the streets.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so actually they do that specifically in Doha, which is not obviously in Dubai, but they have the whole like Esplanade is air conditioned. So
Wow.
while it's 120 degrees in that
then I could play
area, otherwise,
LA has a direct flight.
oh, that's a long flight.
It is, but they have the double decker where they have a bar.
Love that. Or is that Emirates?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
fantastic.
to Dubai. It was cool. I
Did you like it?
Yeah, I was. You're
not sold
I was
on
only
it?
there. I was only there for a couple of days. It was like a big shopping mall, man.
What'd you do there?
Just hung out. I mean, I was going to South Africa,
Yeah, okay.
and I was in Egypt for a while, checking out the pyramids.
That's cool.
This was a solo trip when I was single. So I was in Egypt for a
Takes
while.
a solo trip. You just go, I'm
Egypt?
going to go to Egypt. Let me see the
Egypt,
Sphinx.
So I was in Egypt, and then I went to Dubai for a couple of days, and then I went to South Africa, and I went on a safari. And
Do you like it?
oh, it's fucking South Africa.
For those of you that are watching and listening, watch Mauro Fiori's episode. I think he was episode 3, still the most high viewest because of stories like this, what he did in South Africa.
South Africa was great.
What'd you do
I
in
went on a
South Africa?
safari, and it was pretty nuts. But, let's just say, a spring for the real guy. Don't get Crocodile Dundee off the internet to take you on a safari.
Yeah, don't go to Craigslist and have that lowest bidder.
I didn't know there was Craigslist in Kenya, and then
that where you went to Kenya?
No, I was in Swaziland, even worse.
Oh, nice.
And I went on Craigslist in Swaziland, and they had a Craigslist. And
So since you can, you can get across the Atlantic from
Yeah.
New Jersey, what's your ideal? What do you like to do on vacation?
Well, so I'm doing Doha in November for Formula One, which
Nice.
that'll be fun. Love anywhere in Europe. We do Ireland because it's like a 5-hour flight, and that's
let me
so
give you guys
easy.
something easy for all of us to do.
Yes,
Oh, by the way, her parents or grandparents are Irish.
my dad was born in
Nice.
Ireland.
So he has a Italian passport. I
you
explained
were
her last
saying that
night. I was like, why don't you get your passport? I was like, Mauro knows the consulate of Italy.
Isn't
so-
Ireland? You're Italian, you said?
Irish.
Irish.
Irish? Oh, well, yeah, but yeah, you can get an EU
Yeah.
passport pretty easy. Especially Irish.
But then I was like, what am I going to do with
They
it?
need more citizens. you
Yeah.
know? So they're
I'm
trying to
happy
give them
here.
away. Let me give you guys an easy trip.
There's a fast lane if
Let me
you're
give you
EU.
guys, let me
Right,
give you
well,
guys
that's
an
good.
easy
He leaves
trip
his wife
that
and
is
children to
fucking
go to that
amazing.
lane.
Okay, an easy trip. Let's hear
Easy
it.
trip that is amazing. It'll knock your socks off. If you've never been there, maybe you have.
Okay.
Montreal.
Montreal.
You been to Montreal?
I've never been.
You been?
I've been to Montreal and Quebec City, which we talk.
Montreal's the best. I
Really?
love Montreal.
Okay.
You ever been? Well, you've been.
I've been to Montreal. I liked Quebec City a lot.
Yeah. Well, they're close to each other. We go to both.
Montreal's cool.
Montreal, it looks like if you're in Europe. If you're like walking
It is.
cobblestone streets in France, people are cool. 24-hour drinking in Montreal is one of the only places in
in.
North America.
They have a casino.
They have a
Well, that's
casino.
why.
I do know that.
24-hour drinking in Montreal and Las Vegas are the only two cities in North America with 24-hour drinking.
Fun fact.
And I went to the Formula One in Montreal last year.
How was that?
It's
Amazing?
amazing because the Formula One track in Montreal is on an island in the middle of the St. Lawrence River. The St. Lawrence River goes through Montreal, and there's a small island, and they decided to put the
That's so
Formula
cool.
One track on the island. So you have to go out to the island.
I wonder if
to
it
go
makes
on
the water vibrate. It has to.
I'm sure. But yeah, we should go to Montreal. It's easy to get to.
I'm in. It's
And
so
it's-
close to
and
us.
We were
Fun.
on our
lot of
wish
cool
list.
shit.
We want to take the Bourbon of Proof tour. We did one in 2021. It was awesome, but I want to take this show have a tour and end in Ireland.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Have you guys been to Ireland?
I have not.
Oh, you haven't?
I've been to Scotland,
Not the same.
No.
which is, I don't know.
Well, we picked our
did.
destination then.
We refueled once in Ireland.
Okay.
I spent 12 days in Scotland with my friend Rob May one time, and we had a fucking good time.
Just golfing.
Play golf.
So when you go to Ireland, what do you like to do?
So I like to go all the way out to the west of Ireland, which is kind of like where the Cliffs of Moher are. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Just these big, beautiful
My family's from
mountains.
Cork.
Oh, yeah,
that's
right
also-
there. So there's so many cool, what would they be called? Like farmhouses kind of thing, where you just kind of go live in the farm. They have a lot of shooting that you could do, clay shooting, sports shooting, all that kind of stuff.
Falconry.
You totally could do falconry.
Because I know
Horseback
I have
riding.
some friends from Ireland, and they always say, you got to go to Ireland, and we do falconing.
Yeah.
I was like,
You just stand there.
I didn't know.
My oldest daughter.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
man. I don't know if I'm man enough for falconing. You know?
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't want no fucking falcon on me.
I think that not even the California condor could claw you and pick you up.
I don't know.
Do you ever see those videos of these birds that can pick up an elk and throw them around?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I saw a video. I thought it was
they
not
knock
real.
them off
Yes.
the hillside.
They pick them up, drop them so they can
and then they go down and eat them.
Jeez.
Yes.
That's intense.
Because if we're going to plan the Bourbon of Proof tour, so they want to do the golf thing. I want to
Do
do
you golf?
I have fun.
Okay.
Right. Mauro sees me
don't have
play.
fun.
Well, let's do this because I already have an Ireland trip planned to
When?
play golf next May. So let's put it together at the beginning or the end of my golf trip
like it.
because I'm going with Rob and Garrett and the guys to Ireland.
So we want you to help plan the other cool stuff.
Yeah.
Done.
Let me get the dates from Rob as he's already
Yeah.
setting it up. We're going to be in Dublin, I think is our first stop, and then we're going from there. I think mid-May, so maybe we do it beginning of May or after
we're
my
actually
trip.
doing good things here.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm going to be there
progress.
anyway.
We're gonna have the
so
lawyer. We'll have the
one ticket.
lawyer.com Bourbon of Proof tour
Done. In Ireland.
Ireland. But where are we going to next? That's like a 3-day event. Then we can go anywhere we want.
From there, it's
Ireland.
a jumping off point
I
to
know.
anywhere.
I mean, I like London, man.
London's cool.
London's a good place.
Do you like martinis?
Yeah.
They just
other
don't.
place.
Dry gin and fish and chips.
The food's not great.
I was, a fun fact here. At one time, I was actually studying for the barrister's exam.
What?
So then
Really? Good for you.
Then I was like, what am I studying for this shit?
Wait, how long ago?
Like maybe 10 years ago. I wanted to be licensed in Ireland, and I wanted to be a barrister, so I have the wig and the whole thing.
He
We can get it for you on
I know.
Amazon.
So we had an Irish barrister lawyer at our firm, Ronan Dugan, and he brought his the wig that he put in his office. It looked pretty creepy.
I think I am going to try to take the test and be
Good for you.
Yeah, actually, we should plan this around. They have legal conferences over there.
Yeah, they have a PILMA, Personal Injury Lawyers Association.
Not the Pilbo we know.
Yeah,
not
right,
the one
right.
This week or different.
What's it? Personal Injury Lawyers Association of Europe. It's like PIL-E or something
Whatever
like
it
that.
is.
So they have this big conference every year in Amsterdam. They have a big
Amazing.
conference. They have a big conference every year in Dublin, and it's a lot of European lawyers that do PI. Because I guess your friend Ronan, who used to work for you, he said that the PI business is pretty good in Ireland. It's very, very similar to our system.
Interesting.
And it's very similar in London to our system. But the wildest...
They have public-owned law
Let me
firms,
tell
so
you,
that's a little different.
the wildest place in the world for PI, where there's more money in PI than in the United States, where there's more money, there's more action, it's
I think I know
crazy.
this. It's in South
PI
America
business
somewhere.
is in Argentina.
Argentina.
The PI business, PI, the way it rolls in Argentina, first of all, minimum policies are $250,000. Minimum policy. They have huge policy limits, and it's fucking business is nuts. There's a movie called El Carancho with a C. El Carancho. about PI and ambulance chasers in Buenos Aires.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Fucking knock your socks off.
Really?
It was the only way the movie came on my radar, it won an Academy Award for Best Foreign Film.
Really?
Like 15 years ago. It's an old movie.
Okay.
But it's about these ambulance chasing PI lawyers in Buenos Aires, and it is fucking crazy. But I'm what's called I'm a nihilist.
Okay.
You know what a nihilist is? I believe in nothing. I believe in nothing, which is in the Big Lebowski. The one
They're nihilist.
The Lebowski Lebowski is a nihilist. And he says he's a nihilist. He believes in nothing, and then the Big Lebowski goes, "Man, it sounds exhausting." Yeah, so I'm a nihilist. I believe in nothing. So I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever you want. Leave me out of all of your political horseshit. The only thing I can tell you for sure, keep your money out of the stock market.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. I don't put much in.
Doesn't matter who's in office.
Right.
You are nothing. If you had $20 million in the stock market, it's still just a drop in the fucking water.
It's
of
true.
The big boys control the market.
Right.
And your 20 million can get just steamrolled. So keep your money out of there.
Where do you put? So he puts his money in. Well, we learned
Real estate.
No. Remember in Florida, we learned where he puts his money.
Where?
Giraffes.
I was like, is he like cooked or what's going on?
Actually, Bob, I think you have to come to Cabo to the Doric Trial College because my tax advisor, tax planner, Sterling Riviere, and
So the feds, if you're watching.
Sterling Riviere and the actual owner of the San Antonio Wildlife Sanctuary will be coming to Cabo to offer this year's offspring as investment.
We
I don't even.
If you're ready to invest in wildlife,
Okay.
What's the wildlife du
Forget the
jour?
stock market. Let's get zebras.
zebras, giraffes. They have a new.
Is his tagline like zebras, black and white, but we operate in gray? Is that his?
Zebras, giraffes, and hippopotamuses.
Wait, they're dangerous though.
Yes, but they're
There's no
in the-
hippopotamuses in San Antonio.
Yes, there
cannot
are.
be.
At this place, there is.
This thing's weigh like 2 tons.
Do you know how many? Do you know did you know that Medellin is overrun with hippopotamuses?
Really?
In Colombia?
I feel like there's a
Did
joke
you know
here.
this?
I know. There's got to
This
be.
is true. Pablo Escobar had his own.
See, I don't know. These just go weird.
Pablo Escobar had his own zoo in Medellin, and then when he got caught and busted, no one wanted to take care of his hippos, so they just let him loose into like the local like river.
What?
And in the 30 years or 40 years since he was been in the prison, there's like 400 hippos like have ruined the whole ecosystem and are taking over Colombia. So there's like 400 wild hippopotamus in Colombia because there was Pablo.
He knows a lot
The
about
more
zoos.
you know. Yeah.
He's a zoologist.
I'm a zoologist. Zoologist.
He was at my house one time in Manhattan Beach, and my daughter was like, "Look, there's monk parrots." And Mauro was like, "Oh, do you know how the monk parrots got to Manhattan Beach? Do you remember the story?"
Yeah. They did,
How
you know
did
how
they
they
get
got LA specifically is overrun with parrots.
Okay.
There's
With
wild
parrots?
there's wild parrots.
crazy.
Thousands of wild parrots. In the late 70s, a pet store in Pasadena burned down.
Yeah.
And so like the owner of the pet store while it was burning went in and just let all the animals go. And he let go like 50 pairs of green parrots in 1970s. And those 50 pairs of parrots have grown into like 50,000.
Yeah.
If you go certain places in LA, there's so many fucking parrots, you can't believe it. They take over
Really?
the landscape. Like
They're noisy, no?
Yeah, noisy, and they eat all your fruit. They're fucking terrible. They all come
learned
from
so
that.
much.
They come from that pet store fire in the 70s.
You know, it's crazy. Like I look up a tree, it's like, what? There's no parrots, and there's a bunch of them. Like that can't be real.
Yeah,
And then
big
they would
green
say,
parrots.
they would be, "Don't do it, Bob." What was that? Like, exactly.
Yeah.
But he educates me on this weird shit.
Yeah.
So Colleen, where is the trajectory now from lawyer.com? 2012, startup, just you. Now you're 200. You're literally doing intake for 800 plus sperms.
Sure.
More soon because
Yeah.
you guys have it like really
800?
and well across all practice areas. But imagine how much intelligence they have built on all those scripts, be able to do intake for everyone.
They have data.
That's number one.
Data
Yeah.
is where it's at.
Where's
Yeah, 100%.
where's the future?
So diversify, right? I think a big thing for us right now is partnerships. We've spent so much time just locked in building the business that we missed the key part of, hey, you got to get out there and you got to meet people and you've got to collaborate. So we've got a big event that we're doing in September called the Lawyer Growth Summit, right?
We're going. I'm already going.
Where is this at?
Oh, it's in Las Vegas.
It's Las Vegas.
Oh, man, I can't go to Las Vegas.
But listen to this. I forgot to buy the tickets, by the way. But
don't.
Okay. The Eagles are playing in the Sphere
Sphere?
at the last day of their conference.
Yeah.
I'm going, and it's a Friday where
Okay,
it ends.
get me some tickets for this.
But they have like front row ones.
Okay, good.
We gotta.
Yeah.
I'm good for it. You know,
Yeah, no, that'll be so fun. So we get 2 days of learning.
At what hotel is it at?
The Fontainebleau. Have you been?
I have.
I like it.
If they have a poppy steak there. It's good.
They do,
You
yeah.
can buy me dinner.
Poppy.
Well,
Penelope. Here we go.
the
He's been this guy knows, he knows everything about every casino.
I'm what's called a bon vivant.
Oh, what?
A bon vivant.
What's a bon vivant?
It means someone who lives the good life.
Yeah.
A bon vivant. I'm a bon vivant.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
But then we're excited to do Mardi Gras as
Yeah.
well. So I think, for us, it's just meeting and having conversations and seeing how we can collaborate.
You know the drunkest I've ever been in my entire life, and that this is saying a lot.
It's a big statement.
Was at Mardi Gras. I stole a golf cart and passed out on the floor in my underwear in Bob's room. And Bob has pictures of me in my underwear in his
His
room.
wife was pouring water over him, and he didn't flinch.
Yeah, I stole a golf cart from security at the concert.
Well, who's going to say no?
Yeah,
That's the problem.
I don't know, man. That's the drunkest I've ever been. I drank almost a whole bottle of Boss Hog.
Boss Hog. That was where we started. It's
Yeah,
one
I
of the most
felt
delicious
so
whiskeys. And it's
fucking
about
bad.
120, so 60% alcohol. We drank
really
the bottle
felt
between
bad.
the two of us.
I felt really bad the next day. I mean, bad.
But you're still here. So.
Yeah, I
Survived.
made it. I survived.
We'll use those photos on this episode. No, we will not. So, So where's now you are building community through lawyer.com. The landscape's going to change here quickly.
Totally.
And you guys are the forefront of qualified lead generation, doing a good job of serving all the law firms. I mean, what's 12 months look like? We're now in, what is this, May? Late April 2025.
It's tough. Well, again, we say that AI, forget changing every month. Every day you go on, there's a new product. We've been doing vibe coding a lot. I don't know if you guys are familiar with vibe coding.
He knows a lot about vibe coding.
No, I don't.
So vibe coding allows...
I never wear a coat.
Code.
Oh, sorry. Code.
No.
I said coding.
So vibe coding allows people like me, I'm not a coder, right? So low to no experience coding. So I can go in, I can go build my own landing pages. I can go build my own sales prospectus. I could go in and build anything I want. I don't need that resource that you used to have. So how are things changing in the next 12 months? AI is going to just level the playing field so that people in
Anybody can build technology now. It's
anyone
about how you
can. And
leverage
it's
it.
not going to be
You know
about
what?
technology.
I
Going
heard
up
it.
here.
I listened to an interview with Bob. You know who Bob Parsons is?
Yes.
Bob Parsons was talking about this. How
Really?
it's, he's the guy who owns GoDaddy.
Yeah.
He talks
it's wild.
about vibe.
My
coding.
friends are
I can teach you how to
Because
buy
he was
code.
on Howard Stern.
Oh, really?
my friends that
Howard
are
Stern.
multi-billion-dollar companies that are tech companies,
Yeah.
and I asked them, they have kids a little older than ours. I said, what are you going to have your kids do? They're going to go into engineering? And they're
Yeah.
like, absolutely not. Because it's all, we are in our tech stack, they're doing most of it with AI.
Yeah.
They're moving like this.
Right.
Shit. All right, we could do this for the next 6 hours.
we'll
but
do it in Ireland.
we should do part 2 with you in Ireland.
Done.
We should wear like those, could we wear the wigs?
Part deux?
Part deux? No, that's not Irish.
That's French, right?
Yeah.
Close
So
enough.
my middle name is Terrence.
Hold on,
which I find
I'm
out-
going to show you.
in Irish
Since you're
means
from New
thunderclap.
Jersey, I have a special guest for
Okay.
this show. I have a special
There we
guest. If you're from New Jersey, you know who this is, don't you? This is Ronnie Munn, Ronnie the limo driver, Howard Stern's bodyguard.
Oh my God.
This is what's known as a flat Ronnie. This is a flat Ronnie. I'm from LA and I know fucking the Howard
I
Stern
know
show.
Flat
You guys are from New Jersey, you don't know fucking Howard Stern. What the fuck?
We got to brush up.
Yeah.
And
Oh, sorry, Flat Ronnie.
That's my friend Ronnie Munn.
Well, nice to meet you, Ron.
My bodyguard.
So dead or alive, this guy?
He's alive.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
That's life size too. He's 5'2".
All right, Colleen. End of the episode here. Now you have to. We do
Well, first of all, hold on. How can people get a hold of you?
LinkedIn, lawyer.com,
just Colleen Joyce and then find
That's
you on
it.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Remember that Colleen Joyce. See this?
Oh, I didn't even tell you the story. We'll do it on air before the end of the episode. We're rolling into Saturday night. We're going to Terranea, which is a resort by us. We take them Saturday night. The kids go, they dance. We just sit in the lounge area. I'm pulling into the valet area guy where they give you a ticket to go in. I wind down the window, and this is maybe a 50-year-old dude. I wind down the window. He goes, "Attorney Simon." I'm like, "Hey man," my wife's like, I thought he was one of my clients, and he's like, "Oh my God, I watch you and Mauro on YouTube." He's like,
That's so awesome.
he's like, "I go to law school," and he's like 50 years old. I was like, "Where are you at law school?" He goes to your law school, and he's like, Mauro goes there, Dordick went there. He's like, I listen to all your stuff on YouTube. He's like, it's such an honor. Can I give you my cell phone number? I'm like, yeah. But Chrissy was actually video recording it. But yeah, but he brought you up. He's like, I watch all your stuff.
You know, in September, I'm going to start teaching classes there. They asked me to come and teach at my old law school.
Good for you.
Hopefully they do a better background check than your gun.
University of West LA.
Okay.
That's the law school I went to.
Yeah, but look at where it's gotten
fine
you.
Institution of law.
It's how you use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, end of the show, we ask you, what is your bourbon of proof? We did champagne and a taste of bourbon.
I did both.
Yeah. So you get to pick. So you can just tell us what your favorite of favorite alcohol drinks is.
Like if you were like on the beach in Saint Tropez, what would you
Champagne.
Just
what type of
champagne?
champagne? I mean, like.
Lansdowne, love. French champagne, don't touch Prosecco.
Yeah, it's all sparkling wine.
Yeah.
How about cava? No cava?
No. Champagne.
How about Andre?
I'll save that for Lottie.
Have you ever had any cold duck? Have you had cold duck?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, I should have brought a bottle of cold duck for her.
I don't know what this is.
You know what cold duck is?
No.
I thought he was going to bring the
guys-
Coors, the banquet beer. Like
You guys don't.
Oh, the champagne.
You haven't lived until you've had cold duck.
Okay, well, I'm ready to live.
I'm going to get a bottle of cold duck.
Okay.
Cheers, episode.
Cheers.
Colleen
Thanks,
Joyce,
guys.
thank you for joining us. We'll see you in Ireland, and Vegas, and then
And Montreal.
Yes.
Montreal.